Ready? Say when you're ready.
Ready.
Okay, so sorry about that. Batteries died on me. Well, here we are, still flashing the Coon. Alright, here's the leg. So once you get down over the leg, you want to reach down like this, throw your rope down over it, pull that leg up like this. And the more hide you got on the beam, the bigger swat you can do, of course. So I'm going to kind of get going fast here because I got a lot of these to do, so here goes. I want to push this big chunk off right away, get that out of there, because
Yum.
you got your nipples, your little teats along here, and you don't want to hit them and clip them off, so sometimes you can tear a big hole if you hit them too hard and you're not watching exactly where they are. You just keep pushing the fat until you get her down there and off the hide. It really isn't that much work fleshing a hide. Just take your time, kind of work through it. Just take your time to get all the fat off there. The more you do, the faster you get at it. When I first started doing this at the fur shed, I think the first day, because I had to take it slow, I didn't want to damage the hides, I took it really slow. And taking it slow, I actually only did maybe, I want to say, probably 15 all day in an 8-9 hour day. But as I got faster, you know, every day I'd end up doing more and more and more until I was just ripping through them. Well, not nearly as fast as I used to be right now because I don't do them like I used to every day, 100 of them at a time. See, there's one of the nipples right there I picked and pulled through. But I didn't rip it, I picked it up and pulled through. That's where the junk is down there, so.
Pecker hole.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if you rip that little chunk out, you're going to cut it out anyway. When you cut the sight window and stretch the hide. So this is the leg. You want to get all this stuff off here if you can. Sometimes it dries up on the edges. It's a little harder to work it off.
There you go. That's
pretty clean there. Alright. Now hopefully, this looks pretty good sized Coon, but we try to get it done in three swats. Now this is going to take me a little more than that, but this here is probably I don't know, 25-pound Coon, I suppose. Look about right, ain't it?
Yeah. Somewhere right there.
Going over the leg here.
Nice and windy Wisconsin weather.
Yeah. Got a nice warm place inside, but we don't. See, we got the beam hooked up on the back of the tailgate of Jake's truck here. There's that leg pulled out. And try to get this neck cleaner out here. Like I said, you want to get as clean as you can. The cleaner job you do, the better it's going to dry, the cleaner it's going to look when it's done. The nicer it's going to look when it goes to the buyer. I bring my furs into the buyer, he always says, they're looking nice. Like, I just wish you had about a couple hundred more. There's a pretty gristly part right here on the neck. You can see I'm working on here, the sharp part even. There we go, she got it pretty clean. This is a pretty gristly little bugger. So it's taking me a little bit longer than they usually do, but some of them are gristly and a little harder to do, and other ones are soft as butter.
Is that like a dry spot?
Yeah, these are dry spots on the hide. They dried out a little bit, so they got fleshed or freezer burnt. Put them in the freezer and you get spots like that. Or they'll dry out. So here I'm working on the little teats here. And I'm trying to take it easy because I don't want to rip it open here. So the belly's real thin. And if you hit one of these spots too hard and fast, you can hear me bouncing off them as it is. So if you hit one real fast and hard, you rip the whole belly out of the hide. What?
Just laughing. You know it's cold when your coon's teats on its hide are cold and sticking out.
That's funny, goofball.
Probably nicked your blade.
There we go. Well, I kind of want to get this the best I can, even better than that. What? Well, you see, I'm gonna flip this around on the beam a little bit. I pay more attention to some of these areas and get them a little cleaner. On the leg here. There's a dry spot here on the legs.
Just a little blue in the belly.
But these are pretty good. You know, you put them in a good warm room, and this fat that's on here will melt right off. And it'll melt right off and drip right off, just like warm butter. No, you don't want to do it in your house if you can avoid it. If you got a nice garage where you throw a little sawdust down on the floor or something like that, that'd be your best place to do it. Because as the fat gets warm and melts, you don't smell the nicest either. As you can see, we're wearing aprons. You don't want this stuff getting in your clothes either. Alright, so there's pretty much a flesh coon. That's what he looks like. And he's actually pretty clean for the most part. Down the belly, you got a little bit on there, but